Everyone, and welcome to another new video, Southern Mex with Mama Payne. What is Mama Payne doing and what is she cooking up? This will be probably I'm not sure if it's my second video doing a recipe, but it's going to be added to this channel, so I'm excited about it and I hope you are too. Hope everyone is doing great on this Monday afternoon. For us, it's dinner time, so I'm about to get in the kitchen and cook up a meal for me and my son. But what kind of meal is what you're asking? Well, let's go right to it and let me show you what I'm about to make. If you guys know anything about mole, it's a Spanish food. And I make it with chicken. And when you make it with chicken, of course, you have to boil your chicken to make that delicious broth. You don't want to buy a store-bought broth. You want to make your own broth. And this is what I make the sauce with when you make it with the chicken broth that you make of your chicken when you're boiling. It is La Cocina Mole. And this is the seasonings. There's like 32 seasonings in this little paste, which is considered chocolates, and all different type of stuff. I wish I could sit down and read what it's made of, but it's amazing, it's delicious, and everyone thinks that this tastes like shrimp. So if you guys love shrimp, this would be it. So let's get started. Let's start preparing it and let's see how everything is going to turn out. I know it's going to turn out great, and you know it's going to turn out great, but I will leave the recipe down below on my descriptions if you're wanting to make it at home for yourself or your family. So I'm going to be using almost 4 pounds of chicken breast. You can use dark meat, you can use white meat, or you can just use both, whatever you like. So almost 4 pounds of chicken, and I'm using a almost or 5.8, I think it is, quart pan. And then of course I have my measuring cups, which I'm doing this for you guys. I usually don't measure anything because I just guess and I just do my own thing. It always comes out the best way. By measuring all this, it doesn't work too well with me. But I'm doing this for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get this chicken washed. You guys make sure you wash your chicken before you fry it, oil it, or whatever. But I'm about to boil this and put about a half of this in water, and I'm gonna throw this in, but I always make sure it's washed. And anytime you do like red meats and stuff, gotta wash that up as well. Do not try to make meats without washing it first. Well, of course, hamburger meat, you cannot do that, but I'm just saying, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I've got the chicken washed and cleaned up real good, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the pot of water, and I used less than a half, only because if you do too much water and you put your chicken in there, it could overflow with water. So, but you do have to have enough chicken broth to make your mole sauce. So, and I used 6 pieces of this chicken breast, and from the looks of it, is half a chicken breast. Okay, you guys can put as much chicken in there, like a whole chicken or cut up chicken, you know, white meat, dark meat, whatever. But I prefer white meat, and to me, it's healthier, and I just like it better. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 5 pieces. I thought it was 6. Okay, and as you can see already, that's to me enough. And just put it on medium high. That way it can get going. So I'm going to add a little dash of pepper, not too much. And of course I use Hawaiian salt, which is the pink salt. It's supposed to be very, well, way better than the actual salt. So I'll use 2 pinches of that. And of course, that depends on you if you want that. But you do have to give it flavor, let me tell you. And I will use, say, half a teaspoon of onion powder. And of course, I usually, let's see, I'm going to add the garlic, and I'll use 2 cloves, but I put a little extra garlic with the garlic powder, garlic salt powder, and I use like less than half a teaspoon. Okay, and I think that does it right now. Like, that's good flavor right there. You have to give this chicken broth good flavor, because if you don't have good flavor with chicken broth, then it's gonna come out not so good, you know what I mean? Okay, so right now I'm just gonna stir in all the seasonings. Gotta get it going. Make sure it sits, make sure it's covered with water. That way it all boils even, okay? I'm going to put a lid on it so I could speed up the boiling process. And what I do is just put the cover on it on, say, medium high at the beginning, and then when you start seeing bubbling up, turn it just to medium. Let it sit for about, I'm going to say, I usually let it sit for about 40 minutes to 45 minutes boiling. So just make sure that happens. And I will be back when this is said and done and boiled and all that good stuff. You guys, I'm back, and the chicken is done being boiled. So I'm going to go ahead, take the top, sit it right over here, and as you can see, had 5 pieces of white breast, and it's pretty good, I say. Okay, so I got the frying pan with a little oil. Don't use too much, but use just enough. So what you do is you make sure you drain the chicken a little bit. You don't want to put a lot of chicken juice in that with that hot grease, because it'll pop and burn you. So that's one. As you can hear that, it's kind of hard for me to do this, so let me go ahead and get these in. Okay, so I've got this chicken in here, and one fell apart. That's good news, because then that tells me it's tender. So what you do is, now you kind of let it get, you know, a little brown on each side. Once that happens, then you can start the magic, the process of the mole sauce that I will be adding to that once I get the sides brown. So I'm also going to make my mom's secret recipe of her dirty rice, and I'm sorry I cannot give that away. She'd kill me. And so I will not do that, but it's the best. And you guys could have it like with the, you know, grilled corn, or, you know, kosher beans, refried beans, just something that tastes really good with it, and add your cheeses and what have you. But personally, I like my mole with just the sauce, and my rice, and then I put the mole on top of the rice. It is delicious. I make it a lot for the family, and sometimes they do fight over it. That's not my fault. So I do have some good broth going here, and it smells good. It's seasoned just right. Getting that browned over here, this chicken. Just gonna kind of flip it, see if it's getting brown there on the other side like that. Just flip it over. I kind of wanted to, you know, add a few recipes to my channel, because like I said, I wanted you guys to get to know my other side, my other culture, as me being Hispanic American. And with some of these recipes that you guys will be seeing, hey, you can cook for yourself and your family or friends, you know. It would be great. They're going to ask you, where did you learn how to cook? You can be a good cook. You can really put your mind to it. So, yeah. Okay, so I am going to do about 3 teaspoons of mole paste into a measuring cup. And when you put it in there, you have to blend it really, really good. Because then after, when you get that done, you're going to put this hot chicken broth into that paste. So let me do that. Okay. So I got 3 tablespoons, and you have to get in there, and you have to break it up. Like so. Got to get in there and just break it up really good, because then if you don't, then it will come out in chunks and globs, and you don't want that. So I'm going to break this up, and you're going to get in there and mix it up. See that? It's breaking up, but you got to get in there and mash it in there and like rub it against that so it'll kind of break up. It'll get redder and redder as it goes along, but it has to be broken up really good. Once you do that, then you can get it, you know, and of course put it, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit to almost low so that I can get this going. Okay guys, so I got it as best as I could, and this right here is about 2 cups or 2.5 cups. You can put a few more tablespoons in it, but it makes it super thick, so you got to be careful. When you start doing this, you have to play around with it till you know the right consistency that you like it. So I will be pouring this over my chicken. You just want to pour it on top. And as you can see, there was some paste left, but it did dissolve into the chicken broth. That is looking delicious. No doubt about it. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on there and leave it on a little bit, not on medium high, but put it on low or low medium. As long as it's boiling a little, but not over boiling. And then I would let it sit for probably 10 minutes, then flip it over and let it sit another 10 minutes. And then make sure that, you know, you run the mole sauce on top of the chicken, and then it should be ready, and it will be ready to serve with whatever else you're going to serve it with. But like I said, grilled corn or regular corn, refried beans, definitely rice. If you know how to make the rice, it's just delicious. You can eat it with a warm corn tortillas or flour tortillas, but we choose to eat it with flour tortillas. So, cannot wait for it to get ready, and I will show you what it looks like when it gets done. It is looking so good. Check this out. Oh boy, I cannot wait. Alright guys, so I'm going to go in. Look how tender that is. My goodness. Lord, have mercy. I can't even get it. It's so tender, I love it. Let's get in. Okay, hold just a minute. So I'm going to go in for that bite because I've been waiting all afternoon. By all means, let's taste this, see how it came out. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth because my goodness, that just looks so delicious. So let me get in here. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. Looks so hot. I cannot wait to try this. Oh my goodness. Guys. It's amazing. It's so good. And I'm having it with fried corn and of course my mama's specialty, dirty red rice. It's going to be delicious. Okay guys, that was it. I hope you take advantage of this video and learn how to make some mole for yourself, your friends, or your family. It's delicious. It wasn't that hard. Once you get it the first time, it'll be easy as pie. So, this video and you enjoyed this video, please don't forget and hit that like button. Please comment, please share, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the notifications bell so that you guys know when I'm about to upload another new video. And this recipe will be down in my descriptions below. Don't forget to go on Facebook on Taya Pain 2 and Mama Pain on Instagram, and of course Southern Mix. And that was it, and I hope you did enjoy it. Much love to you guys. Stay positive, live a little, and love yourself. Until next time, I will see you. God bless.